Hi everyone, Lethbridge Hurricanes have returned to their losing ways, having dropped their third in a row last night. Hurricanes hosted the Hitmen at the NMAX. Let's begin these highlights with a good scoring chance for Lethbridge, though, as Jay Merkley with a good tip in front, but Chris Drieger made the stop. Hitmen got the game's first goal late in the first, 2-on-1, and Greg Chase wound up alone and outlasted Ty Rimmer in the Lethbridge goal, 1-0 Calgary. Shortly after that, the Hurricanes' Jamal Watson drove the net, stopped by Drieger. 17-5 were the shots on goal in favor of Lethbridge after the opening period. Lethbridge scored 84 seconds into the second period. Merkley off the turnover, snapped it glove side. The 1-1 goal coming during the booster juice minute. So it was 2-for-1 smoothies today. Nice. Calgary regained the lead just over 10 minutes later. Defenseman Alex Roach skated in unopposed and beat Rimmer low blocker side. That made it 2-1 Hitmen. At the other end of the ice, here's Drieger with a huge glove save off Sam McKechnie with 30 seconds left in the middle period. To the third, 1:47 in, turnover down low. Elliot Peterson passed out front for Carson Samaridny, who roofed it over Rimmer. Calgary leads it 3-1. The Canes got back to within one on the power play. Russ Maxwell worked the puck to Ryan Pilon. His slap shot hit a Calgary stick in front, his third of the season. Hurricanes trail 3-2, and that was the final score. Lethbridge has lost 3 in a row, and the Hitmen move 1 point ahead of Prince Albert for first place overall in the Western Hockey League's Eastern Conference. Now let's turn our attention to the Medicine Hat Tigers. They took on Red Deer last night. The Rebels opened the scoring early in the first period on this 2-on-2. Wyatt Johnson with a shorty, 1-0 Red Deer. Tigers almost tied it up here late in the first. Trevor Cox burst into the zone from the penalty box. He was stopped, so was Boston Lear on the wraparound. Second period, Lear had another glorious chance to score, but he could not stuff the puck past Patrick Bartosik, and neither could his teammates. It was still 1-0 Rebels. Let's move ahead now to the third period. 2-0 now. The Rebels broke in 2-on-none. Corey Millett scored the goal to make it 3-0. And then Red Deer scored 38 seconds later. Connor Bleakley with the puck. His shot went off the defenseman, off the backboards, and off Cam Lanigan, and in the net. That's a pinball wizard. 4-0 now. And that was the final. Bartosik made 43 saves for the shutout and was named the game's first star. And tonight, Kootenay plays in Seattle, beginning a 3-game U.S. Division road trip. Well, collective bargaining talks at the National Hockey League's head office in New York today did not produce any progress after the National Hockey League Players Association tabled a new 5-year proposal to the league. Nothing on significant economic issues. NHLPA Executive Director Donald Fear told reporters this afternoon after receiving the league's response. While both sides are closer on revenue sharing, no concessions were made on contractual issues or the make-whole provision, as the league remains firm on its $211 million for the players. It's going to be a battle of the superstitious versus non-superstitious coaches in Sunday's Grey Cup. The Stampeders' John Hufnagel and the Argos' Scott Milanovic posed for photos with the cup this morning at the annual coaches' presser, but only one of them would touch the cup. Hufnagel.
We said as a team we weren't going to touch it. Why is that? Traditional.
You touched the cup. You're not superstitious. You touched the cup over there.
Touch the cup. You're not superstitious about touching the cup.
I think my name's on it.
Both teams are in full practice mode now, and both coaches say win or lose, both their players will take something away from the experience of being at the championship game.
You can always learn from winning or losing, and you have to learn from either situation. Each game that you play, the next game you want to play better, no matter whether you finish that game as a loser or a winner. So
I agree with Coach Huff. There's something to be learned every day, win or lose, and there's no difference for coaches, at least for myself. We try to learn something from every day. There's mistakes that are made in wins and mistakes that are made in losses. I think the one thing that's different is the mistakes that you make when you win. As a coach, you can be a little bit harder on your team because they've already won.
And as for the Stampeders getting their touchdown horse onto the field at Rogers Center Sunday, Hufnagel says the fight's not over yet. It'll happen.